It was the shooting 1 year ago tomorrow that had the country asking, how in the world could this happen? A 6-year-old boy shoots his teacher right in the middle of the classroom at Richneck Elementary School in Newport-News.
Today, that now former teacher, Abby Zwerner, still struggles as she copes with dramatic changes in her life, physically, mentally, and legally.
I went through something very traumatic. I'm trying to still deal with it the best that I can.
She followed in her mother's footsteps and chose a career in teaching. She followed her dad's footsteps and chose Newport News because John David Zwerner served the city as a firefighter, minutes away from Richneck Elementary. The shooting at the school, Abby Zwerner says, robbed her of the profession she worked so hard for. Will you teach again?
Right now, no. I don't feel anywhere ready, close to stepping inside of a classroom or even a school. That's really due to the anxiety, the PTSD, the fear that, comes along with thinking about that.
In an ironic twist, so much of what she tried to teach her students was about being kind.
When we're angry, let's try to think. Let's try to figure out why we're angry, what happened, and how can we best show that in a kind way.
But on January 6, 2023, the school day was shattered by the shooting right in the middle of her classroom, filled with small kids, with a 6-year-old boy behind the gun. Zwerner was hit in the hand and chest.
The big moment for me that stays in my head, more so than some other moments, is the look on the student's face when he pulled out the firearm. Is a haunting look.
Her immediate concern was her students and getting them to safety. Her efforts before collapsing from her injuries led so many to call her a hero.
I will tell you this, I know she is a hero.
Do you see yourself as that when you think about the bravery that day?
Yeah. I don't.
It's been a year of physical, mental, and legal ups and downs. The mother of the boy and owner of the gun, Deja Taylor, has been sentenced to 2 years in prison on state child neglect charges. Do you feel like the justice system is working?
I do trust and believe in the court system.
In an ABC News interview, Taylor spoke about her son and had this to say to Zwerner.
I just truly would like to apologize that, out of the incident, she did get hurt. We were actually kind of forming like a relationship with me having to be in the classroom. And she was a really bright person.
Did you see that interview?
I'm sorry, I don't really want to speak anything about her or the family.
As for the family, the great-grandfather Calvin Taylor, caring for the boy, says the family doesn't wish to comment at this time, but shares the boy is in school, he's doing well, and had a nice Christmas holiday. Zwerner and her attorneys at Toscano Law Group have filed a $40 million lawsuit against Newport News schools, accusing school officials of gross negligence, claiming they ignored several warnings from school employees that the boy was armed. It bothers Zwerner that the school division continues to claim her injuries fall under workers' comp. The suit is scheduled for trial in a year.
It's hard to think about the far future. Just on my mind is getting through this lawsuit that we've just been stuck in.
That's, unfortunate that Abby's been stuck in this for this long, and, we're still waiting to see if they're going to want to sit down and talk about this.
Physically, Zwerner is still recovering 5 surgeries later, still not knowing if she'll regain full use of her right hand.
It's gotten a little bit better. Definitely not, will not be able to do certain things the same way again.
The ordeal hurts more mentally.
Since I was diagnosed with PTSD, that's really been hard. I get a lot of triggers. You never know when they're going to come in. You can never expect them. It's something that you can't expect. And anxiety and depression as well.
She calls the vast amount of support she's received around the world shocking, but what gives her the most joy.
Just because something terrible happened to me that should never happened, there's still kindness and good left in the world. It's because of those people, you know, my friends, family, boyfriend, the strangers all around. It's because of them that I'm able to keep my head high the best I can.
And breaking news, Newport News Public Schools has filed a workers' comp claim on behalf of Abby Zwerner, despite a court ruling. A judge previously found Zwerner's injuries do not fall under workers' comp and that her lawsuit against the school division can move forward. But the division's lawyer says they filed on her behalf to ensure that she gets the benefits. The Workers' Compensation Commission will have the ultimate say. Lawyers for Zwerner say this move is an attempt to normalize violence against teachers and that the board is, quote, hiding behind workers' compensation to avoid their responsibility to correct the problem.